you, perp. I've got a vision. She's got a vision.
Love song, a bottle of beer, a dream I keep alive in my sleep. I've been treading dark deep through the night, beyond the pain, the wild tiki light, turning moons over where I roam. Give me some rain, wash me away. Wake me up easy, I might be okay. Give me some time, give me some time away from home. Give me some time to let things.
Hi. Hello. Welcome back.
Meow.
Okay.
Shit.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. I guess we should decide. Hello.
Hi, welcome back.
Welcome back. We hope that you enjoyed starting to create a character and that you started working with your alter ego, writing some backstory, figuring out some mood elements with the vision board and stuff like that.
Hopefully it was fun.
Yeah. Hopefully you had fun with it. And we wanted to start today's video by mentioning that what we're aiming toward through working with this character is using it as a tool to create a channel for expression, for self-expression. So this alter ego being sort of peripheral to the ego, it can grant us radical permission to express ourselves. It's radical because it's things that we may not know are there, but they still want to be heard, whether these are ugly or beautiful things.
And so this kind of self-expression, and in some ways it can be viewed as magical power or just general potential, can be reached through certain practices that wake up your energy centers, your chakras in your body, as well as many other practices, but we're going to focus on, in particular, a chakra meditation today. These practices open up our energy channels, both bodily and psychic, and they can clear out the gunk that tends to clog our senses that we just kind of gather through day-to-day life. It also kind of blurs our ability to manifest or show up in our best way. So be aware as we move into these practices today that this is real work. It's fun and it's definitely playful, but you may also get some interesting side effects like memories or old dreams that have been held in the tissues of the body. They can get dredged up or suddenly reappear, or it can feel like a big release, like trapped old emotions that have been stuck in particular places, or the voice kind of getting drained. So just be aware of yourself while it's happening and stay present. So the meditation we'll do today, I actually learned from Forest Yoga. It's called Brahmari, but I've also read about it in other like magical books. So I know it's an ancient magic practice as well, and it probably also, I'm sure, is in many other old traditions that I don't even know about. But it involves buzzing up the different chakras, the different energy or wisdom centers of the body, and then we're gonna start here with a video by Madeline Harvey, who's a singing teacher who shares our pedagogy, and she sort of just wakes up the diaphragm and the throat with some vocal exercises. So we're gonna start with that, and then we're gonna move into the Brahmari, which I'll explain after the video.
See you soon.
Hello, my loves. This is Madeline Harvey. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. What I thought would be wonderful, per your request, is to put together a very basic, very gentle, very easy, quick warm-up. Let's say if you don't have a lot of time to invest in a warm-up, like what are some really good essential things you must do to get your voice ready to be used? So if you like today's video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up or click that subscribe button below. I'd love to see you here more often. So a couple of really wonderful things that you want to make sure you activate right before you sing is that you activate breath and tone, right? So those two things are what we're going to be really focusing on today. Now you can augment and modify a warm-up based off of a particular style that you're singing, but this is all about keeping it nice and easy today. And again, something that you can quickly do if you don't have a lot of time. So how do you activate breath? Well, we want to make sure that we activate the diaphragm in an almost athletic way. This involves feeling it a little deeper and giving it the primary response ability for the sound. We want to encourage it to start behaving, right, in a more committed, more engine-like way. So a really great way to get it active is to create an S sound for 8 counts, then hold the breath or suspend it, I prefer, and then S for another 8 counts. This will encourage your diaphragm to stabilize, to really steady itself, which will also in turn give you a more consistent tone. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna S for our 8 counts. We're gonna suspend the breath, meaning don't breathe in, don't breathe out, and then we're gonna S for another 8 counts. You ready? Here we go. Take a breath in. Good, 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 good. So you can feel that as we lift that diaphragm, we don't want to give all of our breath away, but we lift it nice and steady, and then we suspend the diaphragm in a lifted position. What this is going to do is it's going to start communicating to your brain when you sing that if you start to feel that you don't have enough gas in the tank, to not pinch off at your throat, but continue to go to the diaphragm, go to the center of the body for what you need. Let's try this again. Here we go. Ready? Breathe in. Excellent. So your abs should be really feeling it, really encouraging that diaphragm to lift from deep from the inside. Now, you don't have to force your diaphragm to do anything. It's just a natural consequence of that S consonant. So to encourage a little bit of a quicker response, we're going to change our consonant to F. So notice how the diaphragm lifts a little quicker when we say F, right? Good. So we're just going to regular F pulse for just 8. Now we're not going to suspend it this time. We're just going to F pulse for 8. Here we go. Breathe in. Good. Very good. Now F pulse for 8. Hold for 8. Let's see if we can manage that. Ready? Breathe in. Good, good. Now your diaphragm's awake. It's understanding what's required of it. Now we're going to add tone to this. And we're going to do it in a way that is nice and gentle and can balance pressure. So there's not a better thing that balances pressure in the vocal world than a simple trill. Now you can do tongue trill, or you can do lip trill. I prefer the lip trill, but I'll let you decide what's right for you. So we're going to pulse on a single pitch 5 times. Now you want to make sure that movement is coming from the center of your body. So we'll go. Okay, feeling that gentle, almost like we're babies bouncing around in our little bouncers. So here we go. Now we're going to start middle C, guys. If you want to start an octave below, that's peachy keen, fine with me. Here we go. Ready? Are you hearing that speed? The diaphragm is now behaving in a way that's more agile, quicker, giving you a lot more flexibility and adaptability and flexibility when you sing. So here we go, ready? Again, really feeling that almost athletic approach to the center of your body. You want to be able to communicate that it's the center of the body where all that power comes from. But now that we've activated the diaphragm and we've pulsed, giving it a little bit more speed, now let's get some tone in this mother. So what I want to do today, I figured what would be of most value for you guys is to sync the sing mechanism with the speak mechanism. Really feeling, at least in your warm-ups, that they sort of feed off of each other. They take their cues from each other. So we're just going to chew a nice, somewhat narrow, somewhat closed tone to really encourage air pressure. Now, tone consistency is kind of just the art of balancing air pressure between the nose and the mouth. So this chewing is a wonderful way to feel the influence of both the nose and the mouth. That way we're not going, ah, we're not pushing from our throats. And we're not flipping if we don't intend to flip. We know how to balance that air pressure. So we're gonna say yum, 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 Y-U-M. But we're gonna be very quick to close that tone, like yum, yum, yum. Very quick to close it. This is just gonna give your voice something to hold on to, which is that M consonant. Yum, 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 yum. We're just gonna think of it as like chewing, which also gives the jaw, tongue, and throat something to do that is not interfering with your voice. A really great way to ease ourselves into this absurd but kind of awesome, fun exercise is to pretend that we have to communicate with each other, and let's say we're frustrated or annoyed. And the only word that we have in our language is yum. How might we convey our frustration or our annoyance if the only word we have is yum? We might go yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 right? So this is just, again, speak mechanism into sing mechanism, really getting us focused on that feeling of balancing that air pressure and getting it out and away from us. So now let's just play with this together. Let's just be silly together. So now I'm going to be annoyed. Yum, 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 yum. right? Nyam, 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 nyam. Right? Now, as I'm just playing with this, I'm feeling the influence of both my nose and my mouth, and one is not working harder than the other. They're both holding equal importance. So now let's put this in an exercise. So ladies, if this is too low for you, jump in when it feels a little bit more comfortable. But I want us to pretend, again, that we're being playful, we're conveying something, but the only thing that we have to say is yum, yum, yum. This will mimic music using rhythm, inflection, pitch, and dynamics, which is music, but in a very speech-like way. So here we go, ready? Yum, 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 yum. 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 Close that tone. Yum, 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 yum. 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 Back down. Yum, 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 yum. 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 Two. Yum, 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 yum. 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 Good. Now, that's a lot of fun. But once we've activated the diaphragm, we've pulsed that quick twitch, and now we've balanced our tone, your voice is ready to be used. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today, guys. If you've liked today's video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up or click that subscribe button below. I would love to see you here more often. But thank you again for hanging out with me today. I hope you've enjoyed this warm-up, and I will see you next time. Bye, loves.
Okay, we hope that you enjoyed that Madeline Harvey video, opening up the throat chakra a little bit. And we are now going to move into the Brahmari that Gabby is going to guide. And the purpose of this, again, is to, it's got multiple purposes, but it can be used to raise power in the body, to generate or direct what we'll call magical energy. And it can help to clear your energy channels in the body that become blocked really easily in day-to-day life, making this both a really casual and really powerful practice. And it aids the process in the long run that leads to being able to sort of know when it's time to shift the perception of the self through a general awareness of the body.
And it also really helps with writing, just opening up the voice and getting all of your centers to align so that you can channel, like Dani said, whatever you need to channel, whatever needs to come through you.
It's an excellent point.
So that being said, Dani and I are going to demo one round, and then we'll go right into the second round, and y'all will join us. So we'll start with sitting up nice and tall, legs crossed, eyes coming to a close. And then we'll begin from the root chakra. I'm going to invite you to bring your hands to each chakra. So when you start with the root, I kind of like to sit on one hand and bring the other one underneath your perineum. And let me just go through all of them real quick. The sacral, you'll bring one to the lower belly, one to the lower back. The solar plexus, moving it up to the center of the body. Heart, you can do either both in front or one around back if that's available. Throat, wrapping your hands around your throat. Third eye, I like to generally remove the glasses and bring one hand in front, one hand behind. And then crown, both hands to the crown of the head. Again, hand usage is up to you, but you're really looking to feel the vibrations of the tone in your body. So as we move through these frequencies and these tones, what Dani and I are doing are just really a suggestion, and you kind of have to play around in your own body with your own pitch until you find something that feels like it's vibrating in your body. And that's what the hands being there kind of helps me to feel if I'm getting that connection. In forest yoga, we call this vibrating, humming up the chakras. So you'll feel that clearing starting to happen. Okay, so we'll start with the root. We'll just show you how this goes. And we'll also be moving through different vowel sounds for each chakra center. U, O, I, A, E. So beginning really low guttural sounds in the root chakra with an sound. Take a big breath in. Big breath in as we move our hands to the sacral chakra, the second chakra. Ooh sound. Ooh. Oh sound. Moving up to the heart. Ah sound. Good one. To the throat. I. Third eye. A.
That's hard.
Crown. Go as high as you comfortably can. E. Alright.
So that was the demo. Hopefully that was clear. Well, you could have obviously done
We
that.
summoned the shmoo.
2 and yeah. Now you can do it again.
Alright, so yeah, join in with us for this round.
Oh, and also we wanted to mention that if you are like in a house with other people, you live with people, like part of the fun of this is like just do it anyway. Like see like how loud you're willing to allow yourself to be. If that's not that loud, that's okay. But just making an observation about that, and also, yeah, no. If you're scared, just do it scared. Do it anyway.
And also notice how it feels to put your hands on different parts of your body and what comes up with that kind of self-touch.
Yeah, and like with meditation, a lack of judgment is always helpful.
Yeah. Okay, so sit up nice and tall, legs crossed if you can. Take a huge breath in and close your eyes. Bring your hands underneath your perineum, front and back if you can. One more big breath in. An sound, really low and guttural. Inhale. Move your hands to sacral chakra. Ooh, sound a little higher. Big inhale, moving to to the solar plexus. O. Inhale. Hands to the heart. Front and back are both in front. Ah sound. Inhale. Hands around your throat. I. Inhale, hands to third eye, front and back or in the front. A sound. Big inhale. Hands to your crown chakra as high as you comfortably can go. E. On point. Yeah, so take a moment here to feel how you feel in your body. Maybe keep the eyes closed. Take a few breaths. Notice if you feel some energy flowing. So take a moment here and just take a huge breath. Keeping the eyes closed. Feeling into your body. Noticing any movement of energy. How you feel.
Ooh, so feel free to pause the video here and just feel that. There's another activity as well that you can choose to do. If you want to pause your video here, you can, apparently doing this practice using power words can be particularly useful. So we were thinking that it could be fascinating to do this practice with your alter ego name. Perpetua! To keep in mind while you're doing this, how does the name of your alter ego feel when it's called from different points, from different places in the different chakras? Are there any little teeny messages that are coming towards you? And then when you're done with that, you can write about that experience if you want. But we're going to be having a different process note at the end. So you pause the video here, so we'll give you space here, and then we're going to come back with more process writing. Hey, we're back. We're rolling, and we're back.
Rolling?
We're rolling.
Cool.
Your next journey is to free write for 15 minutes. So the task is to tune into your alter ego, your character, and you're going to write for 15 minutes straight using, this is the catch, you're going to be using as strange and random of language as possible. And the way that you can think of this is...
Slurp.
Oh.
Welcome back. Hopefully that was as strange for you as it was for us. We now invite you into a processing moment. A process note for us is sort of like for any yogis in here, it's sort of like Shavasana, this moment where you get to rest and recalibrate, and it helps the whole experience of the meditation and everything you just did kind of settle into your body and digest. So give yourself 5 minutes or so and just write about what happened today. How did your body feel during the Brahmari exercise? How did it feel to say your name, to sing your name through your chakras, your alter ego name? Did you hate it? Did you love it? Was it enlightening? What did it feel like to explore your inner landscape of sound? Maybe you just write how much you hate Dani and I for 5 minutes. Any of that is allowed. This is a moment for you to kind of gather yourself. And again, to give your character, your alter ego, radical permission to express. See you in 5 minutes.
It's homework time, guys. So here's your assignment for next week. 1, meditate for 5 minutes. Set a timer on your phone. It's really helpful. And as you're doing that, call your character in. There's lots of ways to do this. If you want some ideas, please reach out to us. One way is to light a candle. One way is to do the meditation again. One way is to the chakra meditation again. But just, make a sort of little effort to call your character in. Then, after you've meditated for 5 minutes, go into the free write that you did today, where you were sort of letting yourself use weird and strange language. No matter how weird or strange that actually ended up being, you can use this free write to either have something to continue, so you could just keep writing, or, this is fun too, you can pull 2 things out of it. You could pull one thing that feels really true, either about you, your character, or the world, and you can pull one thing out that feels really false about you, your character, or the world, and then you can write into each of those. We don't have a time limit on that, but it is really helpful to set timers for things like that, so maybe anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes for those.
And then another avenue you might take for homework is writing a scene about your character. So we suggest putting them in an unfamiliar setting and just exploring what they do, how they move, what they say, who they meet, kind of just playing around with your character, starting to play.
And in month 2 also, we're going to be doing an activity called visionary architecture. So this can be kind of just the beginning of accessing some places in your mind that don't actually exist.
Yeah, and then the another homework assignment, because we're just loading it on, but this one's really fun, and that's actually how Pam and Perpetua acquired these beautiful props. We want you to take your alter ego on a date. We know that there's a pandemic right now, so it might be impossible to physically go somewhere, so you'll just have to get creative with that. Maybe that means making a candlelit dinner for your alter ego and sitting down by yourself and eating it with them. Maybe it means, like we did, taking them to the dollar store and giving them $3 to go crazy on whatever. You never know what they might choose. Maybe get creative. Maybe it's running a bath for them. I don't know. Ask your character what they want to do and dedicate an hour to them. Take them on a date. It's pretty fun.
And last but not least, if it's helpful for you, keep adding to that vision board that you have on Pinterest or the collage or whatever it is that you may have created. And then there are 2 other things. The first one is that we're gonna be posting a video, another Madeline Harvey video, the singing teacher, where she talks about freeing your voice, and freeing your inner voice and finding love. And we think that's a really, really important part of this process. So we invite you to watch that. It's amazing. And we also...
just always an open invitation, but Slack is just there for the class to, as kind of a forum for us to communicate and share whatever you'd like to share. So if there's anything that comes up during the homework and you want to share that with the class, Slack is the place to do that. Specifically, your process notes from today, we're interested in seeing and hearing about just how it went for you. So
yeah, so find us, find everybody, find the class on Slack, and hopefully we can start. If it's not already there, we're doing this before the workshop exists. We can talk to each other and witness each other and be witnessed.
Yeah. Have a beautiful day, night, middle of the evening, afternoon, whatever time it is for you. Good night and good luck.